Hey everybody, it's Verna from StampinNotes.com. Welcome to Wednesday's Farm Fresh Cards. So usually Wednesdays we do something a little bit different and maybe stepped up a little bit. I do Farm Fresh Cards because I live on a farm in Western New York State. And between two small little towns, Canisteo and Greenwood, New York. And welcome anyways to Farm Fresh Cards. It's a beautiful day yesterday that we really didn't want to have, but isn't that the way it goes? So, and that is typical springtime here in Western New York. Grab my chair. I forgot to bring it over here. So we're getting ready for the release of the new annual catalog, and this is the new annual catalog. If you don't have one and you would like one, let me know. I would be glad to send you one. All kinds of goodies in here, and I'm really sorry we're not supposed to open it before May 3rd, and then it goes live. So if you want a little bit of creative jazz, there is all kinds of beauty in this, and it's a gem, and I can't wait to share the inside with you. We can, however, show projects, and this is from Farm Fresh Cards last week with the new little sweet little birdie, Sweet Songbird, stamp set and dies. Aren't they darling? So anyways, and this is the glimmer paper that goes with that. Featured in two of our new in colors, Tahitian Tide and Orchid Oasis. They are just beautiful, and there's three other colors. There's Starry Sky. This isn't a card, but it is a sample. There's Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet, which is right here. Here's the Parakeet Party. And here's the Orchid Oasis in this little sample in Tahitian Tide. But aren't they beautiful colors? Yeah, I don't have a lot of cardstock yet in them, but I do have a little bit of cardstock, and I have the ink pads. Can't wait to share them all with you. I'm going to have a paper share. If you're interested in that, let me know. It is going to be over 101, 104 pieces of 6x6 paper. Actually, 3 of the pieces are the layered vellum. There's a vellum that has beautiful print on it. And that is part, you get 3 pieces of that in my share, but you get a piece, at least one piece, and some more of each of the new designer series papers, and they are gorgeous. So speaking of, and I will have a link below this post if you're interested in that. You can register for that. That's not until the middle of May, but you have to register sooner. All right, so today we're going to work on using up retiring designer series paper, and I'm gonna bring in my trimmer, and this is a mini pop-up card. This is a great way to use up your designer series paper, and also to buy, you can buy some of that beautiful designer series paper that is on sale. Some of it is not available anymore, but a lot of it is. So this is the Plentiful Plants Designer Series paper, and I'm not sure of the technical name. And I'm going to use a piece of this. I think I'll use this piece right here. And we want to cut it down to 6x6. And this is my trusty trimmer here. If you're not familiar with our trimmer, it's a great tool. It has an arm that pulls out here. It has centimeters and inches. And it has a scoring or a cutting blade and a scoring blade. And first we're going to use the cutting blade at 6 inches. So I'm laying my paper right there. And I'm going to cut right down through that. I'm going to turn it and put it at 6 inches. So we're going to have a 6x6 inch piece of designer series paper. And now we're gonna do some scoring. We're gonna score our designer series paper at 3 inches. So I'm putting it at 3 inches right here. And I want my scoring blade, which is this gray one. Okay, and you wanna be careful not to press super hard with your scoring blade because you don't want it to go through your paper. I'm gonna turn it this way and score it at 3 inches. Just like that. And then let's see, is there a pattern? It doesn't really matter. If you have one piece of your paper is patterned, if you want to end up with it going the right way, and I'll show you what I mean in a little bit, you want to score from your top right. If you're putting, say this is a pattern and this is the right way to have it, you want to score it from the top right down to the left. Now this doesn't necessarily have a pattern that's going a certain way, but I'm going to score it that way anyways. You're going to line each end of your diagonal, each corner in this little gutter here. I know there's a better word for it than gutter, but, and we're going to score that just like that. Only one diagonal. All right, so we'll take that out for a minute. And we're going to fold this where we've scored it. So we're going to fold it in half this way. Grab my bone folder here. And then I'm going to score in half this way. And then we're going to fold it, or burnish it, not score it. We're going to fold it this way and burnish it. And you have to decide which way, which you want for the outside and which you want for the inside. So I think, hey Margaret, thank you for sharing. I think I'm going to use this for the inside and the brick for the outside. So what you're going to do is you're going to take where your diagonals are and fold that in like this on each end. And we're going to fold that in. And this makes a little square that is 3 inches. Just like that. Now, you could do your card this way if you want to, so it opens like this. Or you can have it so it opens like this. Have it this way. So because of the brick pattern, and actually there was a pattern, I should have thought about that on the front and scored it from here to here, and I did not. So for this one, I'm going to cut it again and redo it so you can see what I mean about the diagonal going the right way. I wasn't thinking about the brick pattern. So this is 6. I'm going to cut it by 6. Hopefully this will come out right. Whoops. Okay, and then we're going to score it at 3. Right there, and score it at 3. Turn it and score it at 3 this way. All right, so we've got a pattern here, and we want our card to be straight with the brick going this way, not up and down, okay? So you want to start from the right, upper right. We're going to line this up in the little groove here. We've got both ends in our groove, and we're going to score that. Now this should turn out right. Let's see how it turns out. Hey, Teresa. Oh, we're glad to hear it's a beautiful day there because that's usually what's coming our way. All right, so we're gonna burnish these. Now let's see here. We're gonna fold it on the diagonal, and we're gonna burnish that. Yes, this is gonna be the right way, okay? And I'm gonna fold that, or press on, burnish that a little bit right there again. All right, so let's fold this in here and fold this in. All right, so you can see now that our brick pattern is going the right way. So this piece that I cut was 6 by 6. You can, the formula for making these, if you cut your card 8 by 8, your little square would be 4 by 4 when it's folded up. If you use a 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper, this square would be 6 by 6. So that is what the formula is. All right, so we have this little flap that opens like this. And I am going to use the Plentiful Plant stamp set. I just got this. I have not had this. And this set is not retiring, but the designer series paper is. Whoops. And I wanted to show you the dies. Any of you ladies have this set? But I like the designer series paper because like it has all the pots on it. It has this foliage here. Like this shape here will fit on that to die cut that. And this shape here will cut this. Also, there's something to cut these right here. So that's really cool. And then there's a whole sheet of different pots. That is here. I believe this paper is still available. So this would fit here, and there's another pot shape. There's a round one. So it's great to have it. Oh, Margaret, you have it? Yeah, I really like it. Actually, I haven't really started using this set until actually today. So anyways, all right, on the front here, I'm going to stamp thank you. You could stamp it on cardstock if you wanted, and I've done some other cards that way. I'll show you at the end. Okay, so here's our thank you. And I'm going to use Evening Evergreen. I'm actually going to open this up to stamp that on there. Gotta grab my block. Came over here without my block. All right. If you're interested in shopping with me, this is the host code to use, and tomorrow is free shipping on $75 or more of product. That's before tax and shipping, so that is a great deal. And if you shop with me, then you get to pick iridescent rhinestones or opalescent gems for shopping with me. You have to use the host code though. All right, so there's our thank you. And if you don't have a die cutting machine and you want this paper, you can fussy cut them out with your scissors. And I've cut some out. Well, actually I die cut them already. So I'm going to bring them in. And I'm just going to pop on. Let's use this pot here. And we'll use that. I'm going to pop the pot on with some dimensionals. So these would make great little mini gift cards too to go with a gift. Margaret, you're doing your big order tomorrow? Yep. I just wish we lived a little closer to Stampin' Up! Because of the distance. All right, so dimensionals pop everything up a little bit. Give a nice little added dimension, and I'm showing a little bit. So I'm going to stick this plant right on that dimensional like that. Let's see, we want him over a little bit. Okay, there's our front. So this is going to be folded up like this. Thank you. Now we're going to cut a piece of basic white designer series paper for our inside sentiment. I'm grabbing a piece right here. And this is going to be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Oh, this one has already been scored, so I'm going to cut this off. I have a scrap drawer, as I'm sure a lot of you do, with pieces that aren't a whole sheet, and then I can just go grab them and use them for whatever I want. So 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I know the shipping is a great benefit, free shipping. And for my inside here, I'm going to put a little note with the biggest thanks. And that's another sentiment in the Plentiful plants. By the way, this is carrying over the dies and the stamp set. If you want this, you should buy it now and get the 10% off, because right now you can buy it as a bundle and get the 10% off. But once the new annual catalog goes live, you can still get both of them, but not as a bundle. You won't be able to get the discount. So that is why I ordered it right now. And so a little note with the biggest thanks. I better stand up to do this. And it is a little note. That is for sure. And I think I will stamp very lightly plant image down there, or leaf image. How about, I'll do this one right here. So this is kind of a floral. I think that would be pretty, maybe that way. So let's ink it up. And I'm going to stamp off on a piece of scrap, because I want it to be light. Maybe stamp off again. Very light, so I could write over it. Yeah. All right, so that's 3rd generation stamping. And I'm going to bring in my Tombow glue and put this in my little card here. Okay, it's been a busy on the road day this morning, and then lots going on today. All right, so I'll make sure it's going the right way here. Okay, it's gonna go in here like this. A little note with the biggest thanks. We've got thank you there, and then I'm gonna put something up here I think I will put another pot there. I'm going to grab a little DSP or cardstock. And I'm grabbing soft succulent, and I'm just going to punch out a circle for a background, and this is going to go right there. Or you can use your layering circle dies if you don't have a 2-inch circle punch. We'll center that right there. And then we'll use another pot here. And I'm not using dimensionals on this one because there's dimensionals on the front and it'll make it too bulky. We'll use this and a little bit of the lighter color. And we want him down a little bit. So yeah, if you're gonna scoop up some of those retiring items, tomorrow is the day to do it with the free shipping. All right, so now we have this little sweet little card, thank you card. And I think we need a little bow on the front there. How about, ooh, this dark green maybe. This guy looks crooked. I'm gonna move him over a little bit. This is from Fan Baker's Twine. This is from the spring catalog. And I really don't like that green with that, I don't think. Okay. Let's do the crumb cake color. This is from our regular Baker's Twine pack. Scissors. And those are not my snips. And I usually like to do a double, work with 2 pieces or a double layer of twine. You don't have to. I just like it a little bigger usually. And I'm pulling, sorry, I was down too far in the camera. I'm gonna pull those down. And cut this. All right. I don't like how this plant is sitting in here. Yep, I want it more like that. That is better. Okay, and a glue dot. And we'll put that right there like that. Okay, so there's our little mini thank you card. And when it opens, it says a little note with the biggest thanks. All right, so this is a great way to use up designer series paper. This is the Sweet Symmetry designer series paper that's retiring, and I've used the large daisy punch. That is also retiring. I have not looked to see if they're still available. This is, and I've used the Sunny Sentiments on the inside. Hoping your birthday is filled with all the best things. And this sentiment is from Daisy Lane, which is also retiring. These are both really nice stamp sets here that are retiring. And the punch. So there's that one. This is Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper. And then my favorite Designer Series paper. Do you have to make your own envelope? Yes, probably. I have not gotten that far, but these will fit in our 3x3 envelopes. Little envelopes, not 3x3, they're bigger than that. So you could use them. We have envelopes and little notes that come in a pack, but yes, I should make an envelope and share that with you. And I've got marker all over me. This is with the Pansy Petals Designer Series paper. And all I did was fussy cut these. The Pansy dies and the Pansy stamp set are not retiring, but this paper is. So it says Happy Birthday. And there's a little inside piece with the little pansy flower. Same thing with this. This has a pattern going, a design that's going a certain way. So you want to hold it flat on your trimmer, and you want your diagonal to go from the top right to the left in order to get the pattern straight, going the right way. And so that paper, Pansy Petals, I just love it. And it comes with all of the, like the pansy faces here, you can cut out or use your dies to cut them out, and the leaves too. And then I love the gingham in it. There's a lavender color, fresh freesia gingham too. So this is gorgeous paper. And last I knew, this was 20% off. I believe yesterday that was still available. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed these, and I'll try to come up with an envelope and post that with them. And I will be back Sunday or Monday. We'll see you on Mystery Stamping. And don't forget to shop tomorrow if you want free shipping. So take care.